Another month, another dollar, another video about the games I played this month. Of course, Fallout New Vegas is the big value item this time, and I have been having a blast. I always say this, but it's just because I resonate with it so well, but my biggest problem with RPG games like this is I can never focus on one thing at a time. Skyrim I had issues with because I never completed any quests. I would just accept something and head to the next town over and repeat. Which is also why Red Dead Redemption 2 felt so natural to me, because all you had to do was set your waypoint to whichever main quest you need to get to, and if you're lucky, you'd run into a quick stranger mission on the way. Which is why I'm so glad I decided to take my time and enjoy every moment in New Vegas. Doing everything one at a time is just the way to play, to not get overstimulated and to actually gain a deep understanding on the characters and locations. But yeah, can't wait to continue my playthrough. W game. And I guess most of that would also apply to Age of Empires 2. Strategy games has always been something I've played since I was real young, but not something I've fully jived with. But early in the month, I had some time to kill and been itching to revisit this game from my childhood, and it's peak. For me, RTS games like these need to be just the perfect amount of challenge, the perfect amount of complexity, the perfect amount of progression, and it's hard to find that, but Age of Empires is perfect for the way I like to play. After the first run to get used to the controls, which I picked up quickly, I was addicted to this game for a week straight. Just one more run, maybe one more. This game is peak shit, and there's nothing more to say. And I finally got to another game I've had my eye on for the past couple of months with Skate Story. First off, this game is a weird game. Very artistic, spiritual, and philosophical, or in other words, this is the most me game ever. Basically, you play as a glass skater, damned to hell, where you sign a deal with the devil to skate around and eat all the moons. Yeah, it's as insane as it sounds. Now, I'm a fan of skating games, I guess you could say, but this game is more like everything other than that, but just has skating culture and mechanics added on top for style points. There aren't many games that you can't really classify under any genre, but this is certainly one of them, and it's a whole ass experience, man. And for a main channel video, I revisited Project Zomboid. This game has always been one I've wanted to sink hundreds of hours into, but never had the time, just like the other 100 games in my library. But this one is one of the most unique zombie games I've ever played. For having probably the most unassuming art style ever, this game is realistic and challenging in a way that keeps you hooked so you get better at it as you play. It really feels like I'm back to being a noob at DayZ, but from an isometric view. But the best part for me easily is the sandbox options and character customization, allowing you to literally customize every part of your run, and modding too, which is a whole nother beast. But the fun ability of Project Zomboid, when you combine all the customizability with its holy voice crack, with its incredibly engaging gameplay loop and harsh challenge, creates something you literally never see in many other games. And I always say that as well, but that's just because I play good games. And of course, I'm back with my classic long list of squeeze as much dopamine while watching YouTube video games, which is what I'll call them now. Let me know if you come up with a better name. But of course, I've got BTD6 early in the month, Balatro or Balatro, which I'm glad to get back to after a while. Also played Civilization 6 for a tiny bit, along with my Age of Empires 2, but this game's got a lot more happening at once than I'd like. Momentum mod, of course, grinding out those surf map time PBs, and old school RuneScape. Classic. Still too broke for membership though. But I also came back to revisit Helldivers 2, but I very quickly remembered why I dropped this game. While they finally dropped the 120GB file size for something actually manageable, the amount of stutters and long ass game freezes I get is seriously abysmal. Like 6 months ago, it was still the same, and it's still here today. And I hate to be a hater on games, and you usually never see me getting this heated for actually good games, but most decisions made for the game, especially lately, is just digging itself a bigger hole every time. The only good shit in the game are literally just the weapons and the gear they've been adding, but balancing has and always will be abysmal. I have so many genuine critiques, but I'ma just leave it at that. Please don't dox me and send me death threats, please. Also, Killing Floor and Killing Floor 2 especially has been crazy fun grinding. Expect a main channel video maybe soon, we'll see how it goes. And towards the end of the month, I picked up Melatonin, a cutesy little rhythm game, and I've had this game on my wishlist for way too long by now, but with the spring sale at a decent deal, I decided, alright, I'ma see what's up, and Yeah, it's a great game. It's very short, but has infinite replayability with the amount of cool levels there are. I'll probably come back to this game eventually to try to perfect every level, but that's for another time. I also started playing Jedi Survivor. I love Jedi Fallen Order. This one, still yet to decide, but I haven't played enough to really get my thoughts, so be there next month.